is good! Beer is good! It's up!
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to this episode of The Beer Chasers. I'm Preston, this is Mike, Nate, and we just got done finishing the double IPA episode, and we've got more IPA. Why is this, Mike?
This is Pliny the Elder. Because it's such a highly regarded beer on the West Coast, we decided to do a review on it.
So, Nate, you got anything to add?
As everyone knows, I love IPAs.
So, more punishment. So, since we just had a ton of IPAs, we're not going to go crazy with this episode. We're going to do a little more quick and dirty. So, without further ado,
let's go.
Let's go for the review. And that rhymes, didn't even mean to. Alright, the appearance of Pliny the Elder.
It is very golden.
Yeah, very golden.
Very golden.
More of that straw yellow.
Yeah, even lighter than the Lagunitas one that won. Mm-hmm. You could see right through it, very clear.
Yeah, it really looks like an American adjunct lager.
Yeah.
A Bud Light, Miller Lite, Budweiser, stuff like that.
So, is this the characteristic of a double IPA? I mean, again, I'm not super familiar with the style,
It could be, it's different, obviously, but I don't think it's a negative.
Okay.
No. Personally.
What do you want to rank that?
It's a 30 probably.
Yeah, 3 out of 10. Doesn't look bad, doesn't look great. The smell?
Smell.
It smells nice. I mean, it doesn't smell terrible.
It is. Very pungent.
Yeah, it's kind of danky.
Danky,
Kind of give it that skunky, danky kind of.
You can definitely smell the IPA in this, for sure.
You smell the hop, but it's not... I wouldn't call it pungent, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a face puncher, you smell, but it's kind of high in the background.
Yeah, a little bit of malt, a little bit of hop, some skunk, but nothing overbearing.
A little bit of hop, yeah. It's skunky.
All right, how do you want to rate the smell of the Pliny the Elder?
Probably 3.5.
3 is good for me.
I did 2.5.
Okay, slightly under, no problem. Well, we've tasted it before. Let's taste it again. Pliny the Elder.
Cheers, fellas.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
So I can see why Lagunitas was better than this for sure.
I actually like this better here.
Yeah.
Than
doing
the lineup?
Yeah.
In the blind.
Right.
Still, to me, it kind of not a lot of sweetness. Again, maybe that's the beer. That's what they want to do.
For me, the reason why I like it rated like slightly higher for me, just because it's the only one of the few ones I was able to drink that didn't mess me up.
Yeah, we did the blind taste that you rated it higher.
But the thing was, just because I rated it higher doesn't mean it was kind of a good thing. It was which one could I actually drink easier, which does not make it a good hop beer.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm like, it was just this. Like I said, the smell wasn't really there, and same with the flavor. I'm like, you taste the hop.
Right.
But for me, I'm like, I don't really find much else going on. It's very lackluster, very light.
Yeah.
So it's like for my higher ratings, because I can actually drink this, which might not be a good thing.
I think it's kind of light in flavor. What's there is kind of very hop forward. Again, being a double IPA, that's not unexpected, but I do like a little more balance.
No, actually, that is kind of unexpected. For double IPA, for it to be as light as it is, you'd expect double IPA to have that kind of slam,
Yeah. I agree with you that this is better. Like I said, this is better, but I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
That when I was tasting it, I was like, this was the worst beer that I rated for the blind, but I like this a lot better now by itself. A lot better. Mm-hmm. If we had done it maybe separately instead of one after the other, I'd probably rate this a lot higher than I did. But
you did have 4 other ones to contrast against, which kind of will skew your judgment.
Yeah, and I think that's where with the double IPAs,
we had 4 better ones.
Not just that, like we had 4 that had that kind of punch going on.
Yeah.
So
they all
with that
punch.
extremeness, like you got to this one that you weren't able to notice as well.
But it's got to be noted, right? These are 5 of the world-class, highest-rated double Imperial IPAs. Right. So even that they're average or below average, against each other, it's still amazing beers.
Yeah. Right.
So,
definitely.
So I do want to, say that and put that out there for contrast. That
right. No,
I'm not saying this is on par Budweiser, but.
I mean, this is really good. Really good.
The taste. What do you want to rate it?
Probably a 4.5. Actually, I'm gonna go a lot higher.
I'll go. I'll say a 4. Again, I don't necessarily like it personally, but I can give it the merit. I know what it's going for, and I know what it should be. So I'll go with a 4 on that.
Normally for a double IPA, I would probably for knowing it's a double, I'd probably say 3. But being able to pull off a double IPA, making it able to be as easily drink as it is, it's probably kind of an impressive thing they pulled off. So I'm gonna give it a 4.
Okay, 4. So how do you guys like the mouthfeel in this one?
It sticks around. It really does. It's very. I mean, it hangs around, and it's like it builds, and you get that hop kind of lingering. Not something I prefer, but it is a double IPA, so something you gotta expect.
Well, for me, the hops linger, but the malt doesn't. You know, kind of all I'm left with is that hop bomb in my mouth.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it's necessarily against style, but for me personally, it's a turnoff.
Right.
I like it a little more malty. Again, just what I like personally. Preston,
Right.
Beer Chaser Preston. That's what I like. A little more malt balance, and to me, it's kind of there and gone, other than the hops. And like, even now, as I'm talking, it's even getting stronger. You know,
I
so
agree.
it's
completely.
overly hopped for my impression. But what do you think?
Actually, the last bit you said was what I was gonna go for is the there and gone. Like you drink it, you get this really kind of sharp, really nice kind of like full thing and gone, and then.
Yeah.
But the thing that most probably hopheads enjoy is what's happening to us now is that hop starts and then hop just keeps growing as you're sitting there, which is for us not the best thing, but for a hophead, that's fantastic because that hop's not going anywhere.
Right. So what do you want to rate the mouthfeel?
Mouthfeel would be maybe 3.5.
Yeah, I'll go 3.5. I mean, I think it's a little better than average, you know, for this style. But again, just too much, bam, that hop in your face.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be as unbiasedly possible. So because of how awesome that linger actually is, even if it's a linger I don't like, it's a linger that most people would. I'm gonna give it a 4.5.
Okay.
All right. So overall, where do you think that puts Pliny the Elder on a scale of 1 to 5? If we had to rate all of ourselves together here.
I mean, I would probably say Pliny would be a 3.75
Yeah.
to a 4.
Yeah.
Which is very surprising because, again, you know, us being on the East Coast, this beer is very highly sought after in the IPA world. This is, you know, if you go to any of the trading forums for beer, everybody's looking for Pliny the Elder.
I have people asking me at least weekly.
Yeah. So is it a case of it's just the hype? You know, is it just the rarity of things where you can't find it and it's been overhyped that it kind of creates this perception that it's better than it is, or?
I think that's maybe 25% the issue, but I think that this illustrates a West Coast style so well.
Right.
I think that's the 75% that people here on the East Coast really want, is that West Coast, the king of a West Coast style. And this is one of the kings of a West Coast style IPA or double IPA.
And like you're saying, like the West Coast is definitely getting more and more popular every single day.
Yeah.
So if you're going to want a West Coast, like you said, you want the
the
West
top
Coast.
dogs. You want the top dogs. And this is one of the top
Like,
dogs.
let's put the West Coast getting big enough that Sam Adams, massive East Coast brewery,
Yeah.
made Rebel IPA a West Coast.
Yeah.
That's just showing just how
Powerful.
big West
Yeah.
Coast is getting.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So then it's going to wrap up Pliny the Elder. Stick around. Up next, we got the Double Jack.
Preston!
Guys.
What's going on?
Well,
Oh, what's that doing there?
more double IPA fun, Mike.
Oh
Thank you.
my gosh.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome,
This is your
actually.
idea.
This is.
So now we have the Double Jack Firestone.
Yes, we do.
So another hard to find beer
Yeah, another hard to find beer
in the East Coast here.
in the East Coast. West Coast loves anything Firestone Walker. Anything.
Yeah, and this was our number one beer on the IPA blind taste test was the
Union Jack.
Union Jack.
Yeah. So Union Jack won our single IPA. We'll see again what the Double Jack does.
all right, and this was number 3
Yep. So
of
this
our
was-
double IPA.
This was my
middle.
least favorite one, so we'll see how it goes this time.
Yeah, and I had the one bomber, so you can see we don't have much left, but we wanted to give it a proper-ish review since it is rare, hard to
It's
find.
hard to find, yeah.
So,
You have to trade for it.
yep, let's go through it.
So
Look at the appearance. This is a little darker. Not by much, but it's still...
it's a little darker than
Golden.
the Pliny.
It's right in between the Lagunitas that we went with and the
Yeah,
Pliny, definitely.
sure.
Dare I say amber?
I was getting. I mean, I
No,
can,
there's hints of amber.
yeah, it's a little on the orange amber side, but it's still pretty yellow. I mean,
No, I'd
my
say
glass is kind of yellow. I don't have a lot here. You don't have a
no,
lot
I have
either.
about the same as you, and honestly, it's definitely darker than a straw. You know,
Yeah,
Yes. So
like
on,
a gold.
on appearance,
Gold.
how do we
I'll
rate
go with
this?
gold.
Double Jack.
3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. 3.5.
3.5.
3.5.
Right now.
Yeah.
The smell. Okay, really get in there.
Yeah.
Very sweet. Hardly any hops up front.
Yeah, you don't really get a lot of hops. It's a very balanced smell for what we have. Actually, I prefer it.
I do too.
I prefer it. Well, does it meet the style?
I'd probably say no. I'd expect some hop. And I get zero hop. I mean, I literally get zero hop.
Yeah.
What about you?
I honestly, I'm trying to figure it out. Like, I smell, probably because it's so far down there, but I'm like, it smells something nice. But yeah, like you're saying, like, it's not the hop I'm smelling. I'm smelling...
It's almost like a syrup, like a concentrated, like, malt
Which
syrup.
it's not a bad smell. It just doesn't smell like a double. So, I mean, don't mind me going ahead a little bit, but I'd probably give it a 2.
I'll go 2.5. It's under style.
2.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the taste once again. Cheers,
Cheers,
gentlemen.
fella.
Cheers.
Nice and malty.
Yeah.
Low
Just like the Union Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Low on the hops, though. I mean...
Okay, yeah, no, it's low on hop, but now I see why that hit me so hard the last time. Is after having all of those,
Yeah.
that flavor is kind of fucking strange.
It's heavy.
Like,
It's very heavy.
a weird flavor going on there. That it's like you said, it's not a hop wreck going on there. It's just this weird kind of.
So starting to get the
Leaf,
hop on
like
the
leafy almost.
aftertaste.
Yeah. I'm surprised if we were to compare the Union Jack and Double Jack, how different or similar they may be. Because both, I mean, for us, both were very balanced. And this is more of a caramel flavor than the other 4 that we had, double IPAs.
Yeah.
I think the kind of note that I'm getting from it, the reason why it's almost like a burnt. Like I'm getting a lot of like kind of burnt notes from it instead.
So you're saying almost the bitterness is more kind of that roasted kind of bitter, where it's kind of like that.
But roasted to the point that you overdid it. Like literally, not roasted, but burnt. Like it's, I'm having that sort of.
That could be the hop hint, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but from like the hops that we had, like I said, that one is a fairly different style of kind of like hop flavor.
This thing is buttery. You guys get that? Like a
little
caramel, like a little butter note to it. But this doesn't taste like a double IPA. It's really good. I really like it.
Yeah, it's enjoyable.
I would love to have it again, but it doesn't. It's not. To me, it doesn't. I would not know this would be a double IPA. If someone handed me a beer, I would not know this was a double IPA.
Yeah, true. I can see that. So, you guys want to rate the taste?
I mean, within the style, I mean, probably a 2.5 or a 3. I mean, I'm not. It's not. If it's.
I'll give it a 3.
Yeah.
I think it's on the cusp of being just a little less than that, but it does have hop that just kind of kicks in late.
Right.
So it's not really hop up front, it's kind of hop in the end. So because the hops are there, the malt is there, the strength is there.
For the style,
I'll
it's a
say
3.
in style it's a 3.
Like I said, like
Your personal opinion. You can rate it however you want.
exactly. Like, but like I said, like my personal opinion, but like trying to be in the thought process of the double IPA, it's just the style of note of that hop. Like I said, like it's just so different from what I've had. Don't know if that, like, kind of like we were saying with the last one, I don't know if that's a good thing that it's so different, but for what we're talking about for the style, I'd have to give it like a 2.5 because if I was going like, oh, I'm getting double IPA and I drink that, I'd be like, that's not what I thought I was going to be getting.
It kind of tastes like a pale ale to me. A lighter pale ale. More so than a double IPA. Food for thought.
Alright, fair enough. Hey, opinions are like buttholes. Everybody has one. Some stink, not mine.
Personal opinion, personal opinion, I think this would be more of a higher, maybe like a 4.
What's your public opinion?
Public
Your
opinion.
Private opinion.
Private opinion is this is probably a 4 out of 5. But if we're going on, within the style, I think it's.
What about the mouthfeel?
Oh, mouthfeel.
Yeah, get ahead of yourself.
I'm sorry, man.
Too many double IPAs. No, excited to be done. Right.
I thought we were done. I can believe we forgot.
Mouthfeel, I think it's a 3. It's alright.
3 again. Very, very much right down the middle. Nothing really to say.
For mouthfeel, yeah, and that's one thing I actually can say a good thing about. Like that is a 3 because that's actually kind of pleasurable for mouthfeel.
Yeah.
It's thick. It's thick. It's not like heavy body, but it's definitely medium body.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's got that caramel. It's got like this syrupy thickness to it. Almost like, I doubt they make it from a concentrated. I'm sure they're using an all-grain methodology.
I'm sure, yeah.
But it kind of tastes like I would expect some sort of thick kind of syrupy extracted taste.
Yeah.
So now we can move on to overall.
Overall. Probably,
How do you think?
overall, within the style, I'd probably give it a 3 out of 5. Personally, I'd probably give it 3.5, maybe a 4.
Well, publicly, privately, personally?
Emotionally, grammatically.
Emotionally, I love this beer. But for the Beer Chaser podcast, it would probably be a 3 out of 5.
Right. Yep, 3 out of 5. Right down the middle. What I expect in style. Nothing great, nothing bad. Decent beer.
2.5 to a 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
So slightly under for the style.
Like I said, Mike, just there's something about this taste that just ain't working with me, man.
Hey, like I said, we all got different opinions. That's why I love having you guys on. You know, we kind of counterbalance a little bit here or there, so that's awesome. Well, I think that's going to wrap up this kind of impromptu, unplanned, double IPA part 2 kind of tasting. I'm Preston, Mike, Nate, Beer Chasers. We'll see you later.
Beer is good, beer is good, beer is good, and stop. Beer is good, beer is good, beer is good. Let's go drink some beer. Beer.